Hello everyone, it's me Lauren with the Untitled Tarot, LB with the UT. Welcome back. We've taken a field trip today. We've gone off the map. I've been a little absent last week. My apologies. There's a lot going on. In the life of Lauren. Timeline switches. Lean with it, rock with it. We're doing our best over here. I was going to do love readings this week, but it was suggested to me that I did not do that. So you know, we heed the guidance that we are given over here. So we're gonna keep rolling with the basic instinct spreads that we were doing last time. So we're gonna do that with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and then we're gonna use our advice from the regular Animal Spirit deck. So, Taurus, your first energies out that you have are pretty interesting. So you have out the Camel in reverse, and then you got out the Scorpion in reverse, the Snake in reverse, and the Shark in reverse. And at that point, I thought, hey, did you not prep your deck properly, Lauren? And then I reminded myself, Lauren, we always properly prep our decks. So this is definitely how this is supposed to be coming out. And this is how I'm seeing it. So the Camel energy, right? This is typically a energy about reserves, right? Things that you're putting in your toolbox, your reserves, all the gas that you need to get you to where you're going for like a long journey, right? Oftentimes when it comes out in reverse, it almost means that you're a little bit spent, you're a little bit exhausted, you don't have any more reserves. You know, you're kind of a little bit you're running on empty, let's say, right? And then I'm looking at this Scorpion energy. You know, this is very much, it's a passionate energy, but it's very, very focused. It's very intentional. It's very skillful, right? In reverse, it can be a little bit of like an out of control, impulsive, outbursty energy. With Snake, this is very much of a cyclical energy, right? This is about cycles. This is about alignment, right? As in, so without, death and rebirth. Snake, shedding of your old skin, shedding of these old cycles. And then you have the Shark energy, and this is a very ancient wisdom. It's a very I want to say all-knowing, but it doesn't sound right, but that's what they're telling me, all-knowing. But it's very much of like a circling energy, right? And it's also very much things that are submerged underneath the surface. So in reverse, it could also be things that are coming up to the surface, right? Old secrets, old aspects of ourselves, just something. It's a retrograde season. Are we surprised? No, not really. So I'm looking at these energies and I'm thinking, I'm like, are my Tauruses being impulsive and resisting a death and rebirth cycle, right? And they're swimming in shit, right? Because all these bottom cards, they're all pointed to the past. But this Camel energy is pointed towards the future. I know it's switched on my camera, but it's interesting. And then I'm looking at this camera and I realized this Camel, and I realized like, this is not you guys running on empty. No, this is you guys pulling out your reserves, right? And I feel like, and it's very interesting because your general energies almost came out coupled up with your environment. We're going to pull some environment cards, but it feels as though in order to, and this could be part of your environment, people that are impulsive, this could be people that are avoiding kind of growth, death and rebirth processes, you know, starting and ending new cycles. Shit for them's bubbling up, maybe they're acting out, like whatever it is, and in response to that, you are kind of, it's not you being on empty, it's you pulling out your reserves. You're like, all right, now's the time I'm going to pull all of my tools out of my toolkit. I'm going to use all my strength. I'm going to, you know, grab myself by the britches and like, here we go. Here we go. So it's either because there's people around you like this and it's almost like the best offense is a good defense, or however the best defense is a good offense. I think that's it. Or there's a situation transpiring that you feel as though is almost like triggering you. And it's triggering maybe little bits of like impulsivity or almost falling back into old habits, right? Or getting kind of sucked back in to things. It's either or. Either this is happening to you or you're being triggered and you're trying to avoid this happening within yourself. But nonetheless, this is you pulling out everything that you have. And you had this little hummingbird, and I was thinking about putting it back in the deck, but it really seems like it wants to be out. And this is an energy that moves 1,000,000 miles a minute, right? It's almost like this eureka moment, like this light bulb moment. You're like, oh no. My general energy is that I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna feel like this. I'm not doing it, and I'm gonna avoid it. I got some tools in my toolkit. Let's go. Let's use them. I almost hear like a drill or like a power, so like it's like pulling this stuff out of your toolkit, and this energy moves so fast it's almost like a vroom. Maybe there's a lot of construction going on and that's why like I'm hearing that, but Let's see. Let's get in your environment, Taurus. So nice and relaxing out here. It's very nice and relaxing. It's nice to be outside. Let my energy like. Taurus general environment, please. Even though I feel like this kind of is your environment a little bit. The vulture, okay. Oh. Hold, please. It's like we almost lost the card. Holy shit. Okay, and then we got out the bee in reverse. Oh, we have another card that flipped over. Vulture, right? This is an energy of a little bit like this death and rebirth. It's a cleaning up energy, right? Like, so a vulture comes in on something that's already dead, it's already gone, it's already done, and it cleans it up. Otherwise it would just sit there and it would fester, infect the environment, infect the animals around it, the whole ecosystem. So it comes in to cleanse it, right? It's a cleansing energy. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Absolutely. And then you have the bee coming out in reverse, right? This is normally a very focused, a very hardworking, for the collective, for the team kind of energy. In reverse, this is very much of like a Three of Pentacles energy for me. And in reverse, this is kind of like cleaning the shit up, like not working on it anymore, like almost like not working to salvage a situation or try and like mold a situation. It's like you're almost like, I'm not. How does it feel? It's like I'm not even going to try and make this work. Like, it's almost like you're not going to sabotage it. You're not going to do anything to make it worse. But it's like, you're almost like, you're just like giving up the gig. You're like, I'm just going to deal with it. It feels almost feels very like Virgo, like very analytical, like putting things in their boxes. Like, all right, I'm going to take this shit that I have, these skills, and I'm going to put them over here. So that way this situation doesn't bother me. And I'm not going to invest any more time in it. And that way it's almost like just to get it out of the way. Like, I'm going to pull all the reserves that I have to almost just like clean up and get this situation out. Like, almost like the cleanest or like the easiest way that you can, like the cleanest break that you can. Because it's like, you want to avoid all of this. Like, you want to avoid all of this like yuckiness, this like shark and the scorpion and all of this energy. But it's like, you also want to move forward. So the only way to do that, it's almost like a clean break energy, kind of. So this could be like a relationship for you, but in any aspect. You're like, I just want to get out of this like as unscathed as possible. So like, what do I have to do, kind of thing. That's what it really feels like in your general. And what do you have? The gazelle. You have the gazelle in reverse. And this is you taking your time. It feels like you're moving slow, but your mind is moving very, very fast in terms of like that planning energy of like, all right, what do I need? How do I need to use it? How do I get it? How do I implement? It feels like you're very much in a lot of, well, I guess with the hummingbird and the bee and the vulture, you are in a lot of air energy. But you have this gazelle. So this is you taking your time, because the gazelle is, it's a very alert energy. They move pretty quickly, right? They're very graceful. They're very skillful. Absolutely. But this is almost, it's almost kind of like the camel upright, because it's like slower moving. It's like not wanting, again, it's not wanting to be impulsive. It's not wanting to be impulsive. Excavation, slow excavation. I'm looking at this vulture and the bee and the slowing down energy. It's like a measure twice and cut once. Like you only want to do this one time, so you want to do it right. So it's almost like it has to be calculated. That's why you're in all that energy, because it's almost like it's like that plane. It's like a perfect landing. It has to be like it has to be done perfectly. Otherwise, it's going to be all this crappy shit in the middle. All right, let me see. What are your strengths? Oh my God, things are flying. Okay. All right, I'm going to take that. Do you want me to take these? Just this one? Okay. All right, okay. So you have the elk out in your strengths. This is a very, it's a little bit of a patriarchal energy. It's a little bit of, like a king of Pentacles energy, I guess, for me. It's that you are very, this is you. I mean, you're a bull, right? An elk, that's basically as close as we're going to get in this deck. It's you being very, your strength is coming from, it's like this sacral and this solar energy, right? It's like these things that you love, so much, or like things that you want to be protective of, whether it's just like your sanity, whether it's your family, whether it's like this new future that you have for yourself, like whatever it is like you really want to protect it, right? It's like this guardian kind of energy. And it's also it's a very grounded energy. It's very calm. This is your strength. You're a Taurus, so like that's not shocking to me at all. So it's like the strength that you're pulling, the reserves that you're pulling are coming from a really like good guttural place. Like it's coming very much from your spirit, and you're using that to kind of be a leader. You're very much coming into your leader energy, and that's very good. And with this hawk in reverse, hawks normally bring messages to us, right? And so in reverse, again, one of your strengths is, again, this not being impulsive, right? Not jumping the gun. That's like what I'm seeing with the gazelle. It's like jumping the gun. All right, let's see. What are Taurus's weakness, please? What are their weaknesses that they may not realize in this situation? Fox. Ooh, okay. Okay. Not everybody's your friend, Taurus. I'm seeing like, I think the fox is like friendly fire. I'm hearing like friendly fire. I was just talking. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just talking to somebody about that earlier. That makes sense. That person's a Taurus. But the fox is also like, it's a think on your feet energy, but it depending on whether it's in the shadow aspect or whether it's in the kind of heightened aspect, this can be in its shadowy aspect like a very sneaky, trickstery kind of energy, right? But the fox is also a very friendly energy, and coming in the weaknesses, that's telling me, and it being an earth card, which is in your element, it's like in your suit, it's like there's some kind of, not everybody's your friend. There may be some kind of, oh fucking god, please don't let me get hit by a spider. Really not a great place for the cards to be flying, and you know how my guides like to just toss the cards everywhere. Yeah, there's it's almost, it doesn't feel like a backstabby betrayal kind of frenemy energy. It's almost just like a slip of the tongue, or it's something like that. And then next up you have the turtle spirit, which is very slow moving energy in your weaknesses, which is interesting because one of your strengths is you not being impulsive. Okay, so the turtle's a water card, right? Water's emotions, because it's one of those things that you're not going to want to believe that this person either sold you out or unintentionally slip of the tongue, or just somehow just some kind of friendly fire, whether intentional or unintentional. This is you being very slow to get over it, to accept it, to see it, to get over it, to move past it, right? And with this eagle coming out, eagles also represent, that's air sign, so it's logic, it's often messages, right? But the eagle very much for me represents justice, right? So in your weaknesses, whether it's because the situation is transpiring because of this person, or in the midst of all this person pops up to just like make it worse, whatever it is, this is in your weaknesses. They're letting you know, like, if there is some kind of situation that is happening with someone, you need to be, it's almost like, I'm almost hearing like, suck it up. I'm almost hearing like, suck it up, buttercup. And that sucks. And that's really not nice. And we should think of another way to say that. But that's what it is. It's like it's going to be hard for you to get over this, because it's very much, there's an emotional aspect here, like an emotional friendship aspect here. But there's also maybe like a little, I don't want to say pride, but it's almost like, you want to take justice in your own hands, or like this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't want to feel fair. And it's like you're going to get hung up on this, like wanting to get like balance or justice in the situation because of whatever has transpired here. And whether it comes in or whether it doesn't, it's going to be difficult for you because there is some kind of emotional tie here. But if you get stuck on this, it's going to tie you up with the rest of this situation. This is almost like, unless this is the actual person or situation that you're dealing with in the rest of this spread, if this is just something that like pops up, you just need to like suck it up, deal with it. The universe balances everything out eventually, and just keep it moving, because it's gonna distract you. You're gonna get sucked into this, and it's gonna like keep you from winning like the war. Don't get sucked into this petty little battle. because it's almost like a Trojan horse. That's what I'm like here. It's almost like a Trojan. It's like almost sent in to like try to distract you. Don't let it. Ooh, okay. We're gonna let that stay out. Okay, so moving forward, what do we do? My little Tauruses. With the cosmic egg out. That flew out. I was like, I'll just keep it. Oh, okay. Just like throwing so many cards at me, Taurus. Okay. Yes, we love this. Okay. The cosmic egg. This is this like snake energy that was all yucky in reverse down here. This is even better. This is as good as it gets. This is 10,000 times better than the snake upright. This is the cosmic egg. This is the snake from heaven, the divine snake, the true death and rebirth, right? Not just of this moment or of this little cycle or of this relationship or of like your hot girl summer. No, Taurus, of everything, your whole soul's journey. And this is you, that egg, right? All the same colors, this beautiful hummingbird, that light bulb moment, right? That you have everything you need moving forward. Know that you have everything. That's why you're able to pull all of these tools out of your toolbox now. Whatever that may be for you. It could be emotional skills. It could be tangible skills. It could be work skills. It could be negotiation skills. It could be 1,000 different skills, psychological skills. Decide for you. It's Untitled Tarot. That's your business. But this is moving forward. Know that you have everything you need. You are colorful, you are exuberant, you are vibrant, and you are full of birth and potential just waiting to hatch out. And there is a bigger cycle here at play for you, which you should know, which I think you already do. But within this, you are very much, spirit card, divinely protected. Amen. Big ups to Jesus. Next out, the rabbit. Upright. This is a little bit like the gazelle energy. It can be very much of like a little too alert. It could be a little paranoid, like a little bit of a skittish energy in reverse. It's like almost letting you like relax the anxiety, right? And that could be after the situation kind of pops up for you over here. But this is very much energy of like, don't get nervous. You're going to be little bits of anxiety or things here, there that are going to test your patience. Pray for an extra nerve. Pray for an extra nerve, you know? But don't get locked in here. Whenever you get anxious, whenever you get a little triggered, whenever you get a little frustrated, whatever that may be, go back to square one and remember, you have something special to offer. You have something important to do. There are bigger fish to fry for you, right? And you are very much protected in this process. And we know how we know that because we have another spirit card out, right? Talk about protection. There's an evil eye in here, right? There's an evil eye. Again, another snake. Death and rebirth. This is a bigger, whatever process this is, it looks like on a surface level be one thing, but it's really just like the tip of the iceberg because there is a whole huge other cycle happening for you, Taurus, that is at play, which is why you have 2 spirit cards out and you're moving forward. Because moving forward, you need to know that this is divinely protected. You have the evil eye. This death and rebirth, this process, this change, this transformation, it is yours. So if you get triggered, just remember, what is yours can never be taken from you, ever. And you have this wolf spirit. This is very much of like an Aries Emperor energy in reverse, right? It's saying, let go of control. You have everything you need. You're divinely protected in this process. You got it all. So don't feel like if this situation over here pops up or you get a little anxious or you get a little triggered that it kind of sparks your ego and then you feel like you need to like kind of like control things a little bit. That could be like you wanting to like focus on getting maybe this justice because maybe it's more easily achieved, right? Because it's like a smaller fish, but neither fishes are your fishes because you got like a whole whale. Oh God, please don't let these cards go everywhere. Please, Lord, we're gonna get a piece of advice, Taurus. Happy birthday, by the way, Taurus. It's Taurus season. Happy birthday. It's so fun. My sister's a Taurus. Hi, sister. Her birthday was just this past week or last week. What are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. What day is it? I don't know. There's a lot happening in the life of Lauren. Timeline shifts, everything. It's crazy. I feel like I'm at Back to the Future. Let's get some advice, Taurus. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle. This is by Colette Baron-Reid. Sound really carries out here. Oh. Anything else? The bottom of the deck. I love that. We love that. Okay. All right, Taurus. Our advice. First out. Koi fish spirit. There is always enough. There is always enough, right? Whenever we get anxious, the little scarcity mindset, we get a little triggered, our ego, it's okay. There's no need to worry. There's always enough. Spirit always takes care of us. 36, that breaks down to a 9. 9's 9 of Pentacles, independent energy. You have everything that you need, right? 3, Armadillo, Spirit, set healthy boundaries, right? 2020 on the clock. 3 is a number of divinity, about being in alignment, that protection, right? You are seen, you are guided, you are protected. Set healthy boundaries for yourself, right? When you feel yourself getting a little, set that boundary for yourself. Say, oh no, why are we feeling that way? Let's step back. We don't have to go through our day. We don't have to feel that way. And the same thing with other people. If you want to accidentally, whatever, if you want a friendly fire, do your thing, but the universe will take care of you. I've got bigger fish to fry. Set healthy boundaries. 6, 3 2 times. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation, because you're doing something much bigger. There's so much of a bigger story here at play for you, Taurus. So it's like, don't even stress. You have everything that you need. You're going to get it through just fine. You're going to play it very smart and very solid, as you always do. And you are very much protected in this. You are seen and you are guided, and you're going to be just fine. So don't worry. Just keep your head up. Keep your head up, okay? Thank you very much, Taurus, for letting me do this for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. All of the information that you should need will be in the description box. All the decks that I use, my information for personals, my Twitter. I do daily spreads on Twitter. All the stuff, all the things. And if you want to chat, you can do so in the comments. Thank you for liking and subscribing and just joining the little troop Untitled over here. I love you guys so much. So I will see you next week. Taurus. Thank you. Bye-bye.